we need to learn what a computer is. So what is a computer? Computer. Okay? Now I'm gonna tell you. A computer is a device, any machine that you give input and produce any type of output. Okay? So imagine this. You know what this is?
A light bulb.
Right. And now you connect that to what we call a
Electric.
switch, right?
Oh yeah, switch.
A switch. Can you consider this some type of computer?
Yeah.
Do you give to the switch, you give instructions? You tell, do something?
No. You just flip the switch.
Right. So you flip a switch. What do you think?
I think that they program it because if it isn't with the right chords, or if they don't put in the right card, or however they make up the switch, it won't do its job.
Okay,
And it won't do
but
that
this
way.
is something really simple, okay? And you give instructions by flipping the switch, right? So imagine that the switch is the mouse in the computer, and then you press the button, and then you turn it on, and you have this light, right? So this is the simplest form of a computer because you give instructions in a form of a switch, okay? So you produce some type of information or you give a command. You say on or you say off. Yes? And that is called an input. Yes? And the output is
The computer.
the light bulb. That's what you tell it. So turns on or turn off. Okay? So this is a simple computer, very simple. Has only two things, right? And the switch, it has only two options. Okay? So Luna, can you give me some other examples of something that you think is a computer? Meaning, you give instructions, and then it does something for you.
A piano.
A piano.
An
Yes.
electrical piano.
Yes, a piano. You press the keys on the keyboard, right? And then it produces what?
Music.
So the keys, and then the output is music. Okay. Isabella. Another example of a simple computer.
Scratch when you're coding.
Yeah, but that's inside the computer. Something that you use every day that is not inside the computer. Another example.
An electrical toothbrush.
Let's say a toothbrush.
A toothbrush.
Okay? So you give instructions to the toothbrush because you turn it on or you turn it off, and then it starts doing something for you, right? Now, how you use it or how you apply it, right? That is how or why people created computers, so that they don't have to, go to the ceiling and put a flashlight every time. So they build these things so that they are used for something useful for you. Okay. So any other example?
A watch.
A watch.
Guitar.
A guitar. So you move and then okay. Okay. So what we are saying here is that you produce some type of input, right? Yes, Lulu.
I know that we aren't electrical, but if we were electrical, wouldn't a robot be like an output and an input? Because you're telling the robot what to do.
Well, we're gonna get to that. Yes, yes. A robot it is some type of computer. It's just it's more sophisticated. It has many other things. Okay, but what we are describing is that a computer is something that you provide an input, right? So human or external input, and then produces some type of output. And I'm going to explain why human or external. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm going to go back to the switch. Okay, you have seen that sometimes in the house we have something that is called a solar panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And during the day, right, when we have the sun, the light bulb is off.
Yes.
Yes? But when it's night, right, we have the moon. This is a moon. Okay?